part. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Okay.
Only up to implicit wait and explicit wait I have completed, correct?
Yes.
Just a minute.
So there was one question.
Yeah,
So framework like will you teach in using Cucumber or like normal framework?
both.
Both. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Previously, what is the difference between implicit and explicit, Sumi?
Implicit wait is used when we have to deal with find element and find elements. And when
Correct.
we have to, yeah, and but it won't deal with other things. So we use explicit wait for that.
Mhm.
Mhm.
In implicit wait, what exception we will get?
No such element find.
No such element exception.
Yeah.
Okay. In explicit, like what do you mean by explicit wait and where it works?
Um, Explicit wait, it works beyond find element and find elements. If you want to use any other methods, it will work, and it will throw timeout exception.
Correct. Okay. Now we will be reading with this web like fluent wait. It is nothing but the advanced version of WebDriver wait. That means what happens here, see. Mhm. Just. Hmm. Okay. See here. We got a exception. What? Timeout exception. And this timeout exception, we tried to wait for 20 seconds, which is defined by us. That means we have defined that wait for 20 seconds to see the element in the UI, or that element will be visible or anything, or the condition which we are matching, it should be matched within the specified time period. But what happens, in every 500 milliseconds, automatically it is going and searching to that element. But we have not specified this time period. This 500 milliseconds interval, we call this 500 milliseconds as pooling time period. Okay. This pooling time period means what? In every specific interval, it will go and search for that specific element. That is known as our pooling time period. But here, in WebDriver wait, we are not going to specify the pooling time period. But if we will go for fluent wait, fluent wait is also like we can say it's an advanced version of your WebDriver wait or explicit wait. See, what is the syntax of that? Like I'll convert that 500 milliseconds to 200 milliseconds. In every 200 milliseconds, it will go and search for that specific element. Then, like some of the conditions with timeout duration of seconds as 20 seconds. It will ignore no such element exception. It will give you MS is the time period. Yes. See, I'm not changing this one. These all other things I'm not changing. It is just like your WebDriver wait only. But what I did here is just to use this fluent wait, I have written the syntax. That means I've created the object of this fluent class and I'm specifying the polling time period to 200 seconds and the time period what we have specified previously like 20 seconds that we are giving. Am I ignoring if any exception is coming as no such element exception? I'm ignoring that and trying to write a message, increase the fluent time period. See. See, we got the exception. Okay, now you can see here that statement is changed or not. Tried for 20 seconds with 200 milliseconds interval. Clear up to this? What I did? That means we can say one thing that, okay, then what is the difference between this WebDriver wait and Fluent wait? We'll see right here. I'll write here. Okay, say me, what will be the difference? Abhishek, say. Anyone try to say that.
Polling time will be 500 milliseconds in
Sorry?
WebDriver. Polling time will be 500 milliseconds.
Correct. Default cooling time period is 500 millisecond second. We cannot ignore exception in Selenium if we are going to use with WebDriver wait.
And
But
in Fluent, we can add message also.
correct. We can specify our own cooling period. We can specify our own cooling time period. Second thing is that ignore exception of Selenium add our own message. Clear guys up to this? Only this is the difference between your WebDriver wait and Fluent wait. In WebDriver, by default time period and methods are same as explicit wait. See, under explicit wait, WebDriver wait and Fluent wait is comment. That means it's both are same, but it is the Fluent wait is the advanced version of your WebDriver wait. Clear up to this? Take down this quickly.
But what is the uh, um, what is the trend right now? Which should be which companies use generally, Fluent Wait or WebDriver Wait?
WebDriver wait.
Okay. Why is there any specific reason behind that?
No, not any specific reason behind that. Using WebDriver wait, like see, moreover coming to projects, they'll be using this Fluent wait. Reason behind that is to do execution more faster. Okay, if I'm
Hmm.
waiting for 20 seconds and every 500 milliseconds it is going to hit, that means there is a gap of 500 milliseconds. To make more faster, I am changing the pulling temperature to 200 seconds. That means basically we use in in live environment. No, see, we cannot say that only Fluent wait is used. I cannot say that only WebDriver is used or implicit wait is used. Correct? Because if you will be using explicit wait, what I am saying is if you will be using explicit wait, you have to specify the condition. Then for every find elements and find element also you have to specify the condition. In that case, if you will go for implicit wait, it will be easy for you. So we will be using both the things, like See, I'll be using this one also. Like it is depending on you if you are okay with this Fluent with that you should use Fluent or else you have to go for WebDriver wait. That means this 21 line number will work for all the find element and find elements, but your WebDriver wait will work for certain condition where you want to give. Like expected conditions is this, you want to wait for the title matching, you want for the visibility of the element, it will be used for that condition. Both the things will be used. Clear?
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Take down this quickly.
And it's implementing WebDriver interface, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Both are implementing,
yeah.
not
First,
WebDriver wait.
no, first take this
WebDriver.
one, I'll show that. It is done this difference that you have taken.
Yeah.
Hmm. See, here it is taking your WebDriver only. See, wait is a interface. It is taking WebDriver. And we're creating a object of this class, that is Fluent Wait class. Take down here you can find this one is for WebDriver wait, this one is Fluent wait, and this one is your implicit wait.
Mm-hmm.
Take down this program.
So one difference can be this also, right? It's here we are making the object of a WebDriver wait class, and for Fluent we are implementing WebDriver only and making object of Fluent wait class.
So we can write that, not an issue, we can write. But that thing is not written.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, but for
But we
understanding,
can.
we can understand. Yeah.
Because in difference we are going to write what is the main thing, why what is the main difference, we are going to write that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, done guys. Synchronization is completed. Coming to iframes. Okay, what do you mean by iframe or frames? Anyone? Quickly. See, I'll tell you. Hmm. For example, this is your UI of an application. Here all the elements will be there, but in some of the cases what happens, like this frame will be there. Inside this frame you will find another frame. Inside this frame you will find another frame. Okay, you'll be finding like this. For example, this is your P1. Okay. Now say me which is your parent frame and which is your child frame here. If I want to enter some data inside this T1 text field, now say me which is your parent frame and which is your child frame. This one
Parent frame.
is your
Parent.
parent frame. Okay. Okay. Why I said that this one is my parent frame? That means the control of the Selenium will be present in this parent frame. Okay. If I want to enter some data in T1 text field that is present here. For example, I'll enter here as Bikram. Directly I'll locate this without without switching to this frame. I'll directly locate this. I can enter a text inside that. But this one is your child frame. Directly inside this, if I want, see, it's a text field, just a text field, but it is not a text field, it's a frame. It's a frame. As I said, this outer part is my parent frame and this is my child frame. And this T1, uh, T2, which I have written here. Okay, this first T1 is just a text field. That's why I was able to enter the text. But inside this also T1, T2 is present, but this is a child frame. What I have to do, I have to switch my control of the Selenium from parent to child. Then only I can enter the text inside that. To switch to that, we are having some of the methods of frames. What are the methods? See. The website.
Sir, can you send the link of this website in the chat?
Yeah, sure. I'll send it. Once I am done with this, I'll send. Don't worry, I'll send it. Okay. Just a minute, guys. Okay. See here. Default means what? Here we can see like default nested iframe, multiple iframe. Actually, this is a like a demo website of Q Spiders. Okay, you can take down this link for your practice. Everything is present here. Like you can see here, all these things are present here. You can take this for practice also. But what I wanted to show you is, you can see here, if I want to enter data here, directly we can enter data. That means how I'll enter data, I'll come here, I'll locate this and I'll enter data. Correct. But here you will see this one is present inside a iframe. See, this entire page is a frame. Inside that, it is present inside another frame. That means we have to switch our control from here to here. Then only we can enter data here. And coming to multiple frames, see here what is there. See, this entire thing is your parent frame, and inside that the sign up and login, two things are there. Two things are present inside two different frames. That means directly if we'll go to sign up, we cannot go to login. Again, from sign up, we have to come to the parent frame, then we can go to the child frame. I'll show you all those things. I'll show you. See here. Here, what is that? Nested with multiple frames means this is a frame where your email, password, confirm password, everything is present. But inside this frame also, different child frames are present. What are those different child frames? This email, this is a frame, this is a frame. These all the things are present in your different frames. That means I'll show you with all the three things so that you'll get an clarity. And someone was asking me like, sir, please share me the URL. You can come here to the assignment list. Take a screenshot of this assignment quickly. Prasanthi, please mute yourself. Prasanthi, am I audible? Okay, guys, take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot of this so that you can practice once it is done quickly. It's done. Guys, it's done.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, to handle all those frames, we have to know some of the methods of these frames. What are they? Let's see. Oh, WebDriver.
Sir, aren't you the host? Can you host?
I'm not the host. That is the reason. Driver dot get See, only the first one I'll be doing. All these three I'll be giving you assignment. That means the things what I have shown you there. Driver dot find element by dot expert. See, usually what we used to do, that thing only I'm doing. Then I'll tell you. Hmm. 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 Okay. Such element exception.
ఎప్పుడు వస్తాను నిజంగా ఈసీ అది కడుపు అది చెప్పగా ఉంటుంది అసలు నీకు మనిషిపేనా ఇంట్లో చచ్చావుగా లేకపోతే కొని లేకపోతే అనుకుంటా లేకపోతే రేపు రమ్మని పోయావా
Driver dot switch to dot frame. See, here, like while entering the data, I am getting no such element exception or not, because in that frame, condition is that inside this, it's the parent frame, the main page where the control of the Selenium is present, there this username is not present. Inside these frames, inside this frame, only that is present, for which we have to move the control of the Selenium from parent to child frame. To switch that, I'll be using driver dot switch to frame. Inside that, we are having a method driver dot switch to frame, which will take an argument of a web element. This is one method you can write.
Oh my God. मेरा सिलेंडर नहीं है
Clear. Got my point? Clear, guys, what I was saying? Or again, I'll explain you.
Sir,
Go
can
and
you do
explain one more time.
once more explain, please?
Okay. See, my point of concern is what? I'll explain. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't
First,
get what is the frame, the first you
yeah.
said.
I'll explain that. See, this is my web page, correct? This entire thing is my web page. For example, from the starting, see, I'll explain 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 4 different things or 4 different type of frames which you will be getting in a web page. Okay. First of all, what is a frame? It's nothing like we can say, uh, mm, okay, frame are the web elements, elements, okay, which are developed by iframe tag, and here I stands for inline. Good to go. Clear? Understood? What is a frame?
Yeah.
Now, next thing is to handle any of the frames, we have to use some methods. That is, one is your diverted switch to frame, which take web element as argument. This is the first thing. This is one method. Second method is driver dot switch to dot frame. It will take string ID or name. This is one method. Third, the index next. These are the three things which helps to switch to frame. Next is driver dot switch to dot parent frame. Other one is okay. Now, see, these are the four methods we are having. Just see what I taught previously. Forget that. Try to concentrate here. Okay. Now, if any frame is there, that many of the frames is like developed using iframe tag. Like if a text is developed, it is like text field is there, it is developed by using your text area or input tag, like that. All the frames which is developed, these are present in iframe tag. Okay. To handle this frame, we have to use these methods. Driver dot switch to frame, which takes a web element as argument, and another method takes string id or name as argument, index as argument, and to switch from to parent frame, it will take directly to your parent frame. That means, what is my concern here? I'll tell you. First, you take down this. Done. Taken this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in this condition, in this first one, default one, in this condition, what is there? See, this one is my web page. It is there, and another thing is there present inside this web page. It is present like this. You can see here, login is there. Inside this,
But mostly on the web pages, login page is there always. So, but
log.
this time it's inside the iframe tag.
Correct, correct.
And usually, in which tag it will be login page?
No, I'm saying that. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. Now, this is my parent frame. Okay. Why I'm saying this as parent frame? First cell. Why I'm saying it as parent frame?
Because cursor will be there in the main.
Correct. That means control of this Selenium is present here. Clear? That means after entering, as someone was asking, no, see, like we are like it is not present. Okay, in some of the conditions you have to check, like it is throwing only like no such element, no such element it was throwing or not. That means this control of the selenium is present here, and and this is your which type of frame? It is a frame which is present inside your parent frame. That means this one is your child this one is your child frame. Got my point? Clear up to this? Clear up to this? This one is my parent frame. This one is my child frame. If I want to access here, that means what I have to do? I have to take my control of selenium. I have to take my control of selenium from I have to take my control of selenium from here to here. Then only I can access with this child frame. Clear? That means to take this control of selenium from here to here, I have to write driver dot switch to frame. It may be with a web element, it may be using ID or name, it may be using index. I have to use this. Clear up to this?
Yeah.
Clear.
Now, once your control of the selenium is shifted here, now it is normally like a web page, like I can just locate this username and password and I can enter the data over here. See, what I did here is I opened this, I switched my, I switched my, I have located that element, which is which element? This child frame. I've located this child frame, stored it in a element, and what I did, driver dot switch to frame. Using this web element method, like frame driver dot switch to frame, which is taking a web element. Using that, I have switched that frame. Then I started entering the data inside this username text field. Got my point? Clear up to this? Clear up to this, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Get down this quickly.
You show the I have one doubt.
Yeah, sure.
So can we go to that screen? Another here. So that second, third method, like string ID or name, that means the frame should have a ID, right?
See,
ID or
that
name.
frame should have a ID or name. See, these are what are this condition. I'll tell you. The first one, what I did, I just located the web element reference and I have switched. If your frame is having a ID or name, because it is being developed by HTML, CSS or any other thing. Okay. If ID or name is present, directly we will specify the string value here. What is the ID or name? Directly we will specify that string value. If multiple like frames are there, we can specify the index also.
That also will take, that argument will also take.
Yeah, it will take.
Okay, okay.
And this, what is this parent frame is all about? See, like you have taken this.
Yes, yes.
Okay. What is that parent frame is all about? For example, like this, it is there. Like this is a frame. This one is also a child frame. Inside this, another frame is there. Inside this, another frame is there. That means if I want to access your no, Directly I cannot access. What I have to do? I have to come from here to here, then here to here, here to here, I'll come. Okay, let's see if I am now present here. If I want to access in this page, or I want to access in this page, what I have to do? Again, I have to come back to this frame. Again, I have to, that means I have to calculate now to come back to which frame. In this condition, what I'll write? Driver dot switch to parent frame. That means what it will happen? It will directly come to your parent frame. From again from parent frame, we can go to the respective frame which we want. Done? Take down this program. Okay, done with this. Tomorrow I will like you try to solve those assignments what I have given with this frame, because by those methods only you can do. But tomorrow I will tell you about this nested frame also, multiple frame also, and nested with multiple frame also. Each we will go. I'll explain you with this like showing the examples so that you will get a clarity of that. Clear? Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Okay, like, but try once today. Try to like in those assignments. See, nothing is there. You know how to locate element. You know how to identify IDs and names. Okay, now what you have to do as per the assignment what I have given. These are the assignment from 65 to 70. Okay, try to explore those questions, try to identify those elements. If any frame is there, nothing you have to do, just you have to, if your control is here, you have to just switch your control to here, then just you have to switch to the frames. Try to do all those assignments, but tomorrow morning what I'll be doing is just to give you more clarity. What is this nested frame? What is this multiple iframes? Nested with multiple iframes, I will clear you with the diagrams, each and everything. Clear? Okay, guys.
Yes, sir.
Any more questions you want to ask?
Uh, One more doubt I have, I tried to automate that IRCTC website.
Okay.
Okay, so there, like whenever we are like trying to search uh any like destination or the source point, it is like dynamic, right?
From this
Yeah,
one.
it is not drop down. It is like dynamic. So it is like kind of like I'm not able to find that.
Okay. Why you're not able to find? What is the reason?
Mm, sure. Uh, like I am able to locate that from to, but let's say if I have to give some value through send keys, right?
Okay.
So how I will select that, let's say Bhubaneswar, right? How
Correct.
I will select that first drop, like first selection, or like only the Bhubaneswar BBS, like how I will select that.
Mhm.
Not the third, that one. This is like span tag, so it is taking like randomly.
Mhm. Just a minute, I'll tell you.
She has to use a select class.
No, here select
No,
class will
select
not work.
class will not work.
Here select class will not work. What we have to do, just a minute, I'll show you that.
Find elements.
Using find elements only we have to do. Just a
Yeah.
minute. Hmm. See, why I'm doing is if I'll say no, I can't say like that. You have to know how to handle all those things. You have to use some of the logics over here. Here, what we have to do it is just like we can say it's a drop-down list only. It is not dynamic. We call it as bootstrap drop-down. Like that, you have to handle it. I'll show you. Correct? I'll tell you that. Okay. Tomorrow morning, I'll tell you this.
Okay, okay, no problem.
I'll do that. I'll tell you that. Here, what it will happen, the suggestion, what you are getting, no, you have to store all those suggestion. Okay. After
Okay.
storing all those suggestion, you have to fetch the text of that, and you have to store all that text in a like a set or list. You have to store all the like text over there, and you have to match where Bhubaneswar is present. click there. That means what it will happen if I want to see here, if I will search, it is written, no, see, I have written here only BHU.
Hmm.
I'll send like, for example, okay, just I have written like this. It is suggesting like that or not? What I will do here, I will fetch the text values of this. Then I'll match with the text value a unique content, like you can see here LTT, CMMT. Okay, these are two different things. That means I will match with this value, not with Mumbai, because Mumbai will match with everything. String contents method will be used to match all those things. Okay, where Dadar is present. If I want to click on Mumbai Dadar, okay, I have sent keys. In sent keys, I have sent mum,
Hmm.
and I have to store all those value inside a list and fetch the text values of all those things. And I have to match where Dadar is present. Then it will go there and click on Dadar. Then only it will show like this. We call this as bootstrap drop down list.
Okay, okay. Okay, let me try that later.
Yeah. See, before going to that also, a small example for practice. Take this one and practice here. Then you go there. It will be more easy for you. Because here nothing is there. See, we can see here. See, it's like a drop-down list. Many things are present. What you have to do is you have to fetch this. That is like auto suggestion that is working. But you can see here. See. Like,
This we can go with select class, right?
no, this is with drop down. That's why I'm saying. See
Okay.
here. All the LI tags are present or not?
Mm-hmm.
Under all this, LI tag is present. See here. Here also it is present like that.
Sir, instead of it, can we try with station code of particular station?
Anything you can guys.
Is that possible?
See, just for reference, I'm showing. You can see here. See, all the in left hand side, see, it is moving with all the elements or not. And these are all present with this LI tag.
Mm-hmm.
Clear? First practice this one, then go there, you can do easily.
So that is the
Okay.
list implementation, right?
Yeah, you have to use your
Is that
list.
for list implementation?
Sorry?
Is this you mentioned earlier that we have to take from list, right? We have to first extract that list, and from that list you will extract that particular substring.
Yeah.
So
But what if,
that
like,
means
if we
this is
want
the
only
list.
Bhubaneswar, can we type directly station code and will it take that
See,
and enter it?
directly if you'll enter, it will come directly, you can enter that. That is a different thing.
Okay.
That is a different. Try once, okay?
Okay.
Okay, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Take care.